Good morning, traders, and welcome to our final pre-market plan for the week. This is Friday, the 23rd of September. I've got two ideas lined up in this video, as well as a little SPY talk. So let's get into this short little video for our pre-market plan. Firstly, SPY overlook. In the PowerPoint chart, I have highlighted the weekly candle, the weekly chart, sorry. So basically, I just want to talk about this a little bit. So basically, as we can see, we've got a very low volume gap between within this grey zone here. So we're looking at 354 to around 342. So basically, what this means is that if price does actually end up coming all the way down here, we are more likely to see this support or any support in this area from previous price action not hold until we see some significant volume on the volume profile. So basically, you know, you can see that here quite a good chunk of significant volume, as well as here, and so on. Like you can see here, a lot of significant volume coming in, as well as here. So just something to think about for the SPY going into next week and also October. I do not believe SPY's bottomed yet, like fully. I do believe that we're gonna see at least this this pivot point from the recent COVID high or pre-COVID high be tested, but I'm talking like a 6-month to 12-month period, so quite a way out yet. You can still make some decent money within the chop, but just something to think about for the SPY. Not really too much to talk about on a daily candle. Obviously, we got the FOMC meeting yesterday, and that's the candle from the sell-off, and now we are seeing a very bearish spinning top where buyers have not really stepped up at all. Now you could say they've actually stepped up a little bit considering the tiny wick, but I'd still count this as very bearish for the SPY. And to be honest with you, it looks like we are going to be heading right down to this previous pivot point, which is just around this 367 level / 361 level. So just a few little price levels to think about going into the weekend, going into the new week next week. So now I've got two ideas lined up. My first idea is AMD. So if we go on the AMD chart, I just want to display quickly the weekly chart. So basically, I know that it looks a bit complicated, but well, not complicated, it looks a bit untidy. It's basically, this is the weekly chart that I've got my drawings. If we just look at the volume profile here, we are in a huge volume gap. And just like I said on SPY, this basically means that there's not a lot of support around this area, and that the price is more likely to fall straight through to the next high volume node than to basically find support, or at least a new support within this little range. So there's something to think about for AMD. We are actually in this volume node, and we are obviously consolidating upon this teeny tiny little bit of volume. So if we can crack that, kill a short down to $60, so there's something to think about as well. So if we just go back onto the daily chart, get our drawings out. If we go on the hourly chart, in the downtrending parallel channel, so basically the green zone highlights the support on the daily chart. So if I zoom out for you guys quickly, obviously we've got a little bit of consolidation from this previous bull flag. So I've just highlighted that in the green zone. So the green zones are likely, I'm not going to say hold, but it's likely to show some significant, I don't know, probably some significant buying if it does actually happen. Now obviously, from a bullish perspective, we do really need to get back above this 71.60 level, and then at least start pushing, or at least to see it close above this level, and then obviously start pushing this 73.88 / 74.69. Now 73.88 previous gap down level, that's why it's my profit target, and then 74.69 is this recent little swing low before we saw the crack of the bear flag, this bear flat top flag, whatever you want to call it. So that's my bullish perspective. My bearish perspective is below the 6990 level, which is basically this black line here. If we do not regain this, if we do not regain the bullish above level, I will continue to be bearish if price is below this level, this 6990 level. And my profit targets for this one are 6810, 6702, and 6418. So you can make some good profit on the short side if obviously we do crack down. But then again, you could make some decent profit on the long side. You could make I mean, I'm talking like a $3 per share gain. So, you know, it is quite a profitable trade either way on AMD. So 100% must watch today and going into next week, depending on the price action. So my last idea for today is Microsoft. If I just type in Microsoft on the thingy, you can see higher. Well, let's make note. Firstly, what I've said on the PowerPoint is great relative strength from yesterday. Watching for 241 pop to see 244 plus. So yeah, that basically means high relative strength means higher volume than a previous candle. So it's showing that buyers have actually stepped up, and they're trying to get back in control. They're trying to pursue the bullish sentiment in the market, and they're just trying to really force the price back up, maybe into see these other high volume nodes, and maybe they're trying to pump the price back up to this 244 level, which, as you can see on the screen, was a key high volume node in the past. So if we just go down onto the hourly time frame, this is what you can basically see: sell off from Fed, and now we've got some decent buying coming in, specifically from, or at least from open, to be fair, except from the very high volume selling candle that came in the last hour. Don't really know what to think about that, but I've got my ideas lined up, so we're going to stick to my ideas. So firstly, I've said I'm going to be bullish above 241.85, which is this current level. My profit targets are shown on screen, so you can see 243.86 and 244.58. Basically recent resistance for one of them, and then a swing high for the other. So then my two bullish PTs. Bearish PTs are the following. So obviously I'm going to be bearish under 238.92, and then below that I'm looking for 237.59 and 236.87. So if you want to take a screenshot of these bullish over / profit targets, or bearish under profit targets, please do now. I'll give you 2 seconds, and I'll do the same for AMD. So there you go. So yeah, they are my two ideas for today. I'm not going to be trading anything else. I'm not going to be trading Tesla. I'm not going to be trading Apple. I'm specifically going to be sticking to AMD and Microsoft for today, as I do think you can make some decent profit on them, especially AMD. I'm just loving the chart. I'm loving the capitulation, and I'm just loving the overall quality of the chart. It's just, you know, like, I haven't seen a chart this bearish in a long time. We're going to see bullish buyers step up dramatically, or we're going to see a nice red candle appear again, and possibly start chugging our way down to this key $60 support area. So just something to think about today, something to think about over the weekend, and obviously for next week as well. I will have a weekly watch list posted on Twitter, which basically demonstrates all the trade setups which I'll be looking into playing for the next week. I did release like 9 ideas over the weekend last week, of which some of them profitable, like T-Mobile was profitable, but a lot of them just faded, as with the FOMC, because a lot of the ideas were pretty much bullish. But without further ado, that is today's pre-market plan. I'll catch you guys on Monday for a new pre-market plan. Wish you best of luck today, guys, and I'll catch you on Monday. Take care.